Sometimes the most interesting stories aren't found in what's said, but in what isn't. We're about to unpack a story that's surprisingly deep, and it all starts with just a single repeating word.
And this is it. This is our starting point. Just one word, kind of floating there with absolutely no context. What do you think that could possibly mean?
I mean, is it some kind of secret code, an international mystery, or maybe it's just a mistake? The possibilities really seem endless.
Well, here's the thing. This isn't just one word. This single word is the entirety of a document. And our investigation into how that's even possible, it starts right now.
Okay, let's dive right into this puzzle and look at the source material itself. And what you're about to see, this isn't just a snippet. This is the complete, official record.
Yep, that's it. That's the whole thing. The official, auto-generated transcript for a YouTube video is just this endless loop of one single unhelpful word. So this clearly isn't a message from a person. It's from the machine itself. So what on earth is it trying to tell us?
All right, so like any good detective, our first move is to separate what we actually know from what we don't. Because even a piece of data as weird as this has a source, a context, and a story we can piece together.
So this is basically our case file. It lays the mystery out perfectly. We've got all the metadata, the digital fingerprints at the content. We know the source is YouTube, we know the video title, we know the creator. But the main piece of evidence, the actual words someone spoke, it's just gone. It's like a digital ghost.
And that brings us to this huge disconnect. It's really wild. On one hand, you've got a title that promises a really rich, detailed review of a product. But on the other hand, the transcript gives us, well, nothing. It's just an empty space where information is supposed to be. So what happened?
Okay, let's keep going, because this is where we get to the core of the mystery, the technology that's working behind the scenes. This wasn't a human mistake. This was a machine that just failed to understand a human.
The culprit here has a name. It's called automatic speech recognition, or ASR. It's that invisible engine that's supposed to listen to audio and spit out text. This is our ghost in the machine.
And this right here shows us the exact moment our evidence just vanished. The audio went in, the ASR analyzed all the sound patterns, but when it tried to match them to a language it knew, it came up with nothing. It had no confidence in a match, so it just gave up and slapped on a default label for I don't know what this is, which in this case was the word foreign.
Now, the creator might have said something exactly like this, right? Full of opinions, descriptive words, nuance. This is the real human experience that got fed into the machine. And this is what came out the other side. All of that personality, that detail, that really useful information, completely flattened into a single, meaningless label. The translation just failed completely.
But here's the crucial turning point in our investigation. The transcript isn't a dead end. It's actually the central clue. The error is the story. This isn't an empty document. It's a document that's about the limits of our technology.
Just think about everything this one word actually tells us. It pulls back the curtain on these invisible systems that are always trying, and sometimes failing, to make sense of our world. It's a reminder that AI can still be totally deaf to different accents or dialects. It's a perfect symbol of the huge gap between rich human expression and cold, rigid machine interpretation.
So in the end, we solved the mystery. The transcript wasn't trying to tell us about Maybelline lipstick. It was telling us a story about the imperfect, fascinating, and often invisible tech that shapes our digital lives. The error, it turns out, is the message.
So we decoded the story behind this one little digital ghost. But it kind of leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it? In a world that's being translated by algorithms more and more every day, how many other stories, told in the language of errors and glitches, are we missing completely?